President Muhammadu Buhari has accused the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, of being behind oil thefts and pipeline vandalism, causing Nigeria to fall short of its daily production quota. Like, seriously? IPOB again? IPOB again? I thought they said they don't have oil in Southeast, and I'm sure as far as I know, the oil that we have is in South, and IPOB is not in South, so I don't understand this whole thing. So the production of Nigeria is coming from Southeast. That is what this man is telling us. Okay. Also, despite appointing himself as a petroleum minister to oversee the oil and gas sector, Mr. Buhari's regime has recorded one of the nation's worst energy crises, evidenced by acute fuel scarcity and more than 100% hike in cooking gas prices. As of today, cooking gas, which was sold for between 300 and 350 per kg in 2015, before Mr. Buhari assumed office, now sells for 1,000 naira per kg, causing citizens to question its leadership both as the nation's president and petroleum minister. Commenting on the matter in a Q&A session with US-based publication Bloomberg, Mr. Buhari blamed the crisis on IPOB. IPOB don't suffer, accusing its member of vandalizing pipelines, thereby hampering production. He called on foreign nations to designate IPOB as a terrorist group. Now what do you want? Now here they go. Here they go. Hey. Criminality and terrorism in oil-producing regions hamper production, and it would help if our Western allies designate IPOB as a terrorist group, given their complicity in damage to pipelines and infrastructure, Mr. Buhari claimed in the interview. Mr. Buhari claimed the separatist group had found solace in foreign countries, funding members in the country through international financial networks. We urge those same international partners to take additional steps costing them nothing by proscribing another group, IPOB, as a terrorist organization. Their leadership enjoys safe haven in the West, broadcasting hate speech into Nigeria from London, spending millions lobbying members of the US Congress, and freely using international financial networks to arm agitators on the ground. This must stop, the president asserted. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the group, was abducted in Kenya by the Buhari regime in 2021 and illegally repatriated to Nigeria in June of the same year. He has since been in the custody of the country's secret police, the State Security Service. Buhari. You see the way this man doesn't talk about a Boko Haram, he doesn't talk about bandits, he doesn't the only thing you hear them talk about is, when they talk about Boko Haram, they talk about repentant Boko Haram. They just, the other day they said about how many thousands just came out. They just, they surrendered. That is what we have been hearing since this man came. And the more they surrender, according to them, which Nigerians are finding difficult to believe, the more they tell us that these guys are surrendering. They have surrendered more than any other groups in this world. Yet, as they are surrendering, they are committing atrocity, greater ones. Can you hear that? He doesn't talk about them. He doesn't speak. And we have people who are on ground, who are speaking, who are telling the government to give them amnesty. Bandits or the terrorists, they call them, give them amnesty. The person of a Gumi, they will never, they don't accuse, they don't even talk against that man. Who dares do that from the Southeast to talk on behalf of what is it called? On behalf of IPOB. Everybody is just being careful. But Buhari is always finding, he finds pleasures talking about IPOB. Now they are the ones vandalizing pipeline. They make it causing our economy to depreciate. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. There's one thing you cannot even deny in life. It is called the necessity. Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra are necessity. Forget the ongoing political noises. At this time, the tables will be turned to its direction. This man has lost touch with reality of Nigeria. What concerns IPOB with pipelines? The hatred for Igbos have finally been unveiled in the candidates prepared for the upcoming election, and the joke is on Ohanaeze and Igbo leaders. A man who has no legacy and honor thwarted justice to favor his benefactor. Insanity is not only when you remove your clothes and enter market. You can still be insane even in Aso Rock. Onyeriri special. Nigeria is just precedentless. Someone that always blame people for his own failure can't ever produce good results. You have been in office for over 7 years, yet it's either you blame PDP today or IPOB tomorrow. When you leave office, you will also tell us it was both PDP and IPOB. That is why you were not able to provide solution. That's it. That's what he's going to say. Do you know how many lives we are losing every second in this country as a result of kidnappers, bandits, ISWAP, Boko Haram, Fulani yes-men? They don't talk about them. They don't talk about them. And some people foolishly, sheepishly, they'll be listening to them. The way this very Buhari label every crime on IPOB, I don't think Nigeria will survive when IPOB finally pick arms against the government. Honestly. Is always fixated with anything Igbo. But look at Kaduna and Zamfara State. In total ruins, but he's not talking about them. A mannequin called a president. He doesn't talk about them. He doesn't talk about them. Where? Boo-boo. You just need to go. Which oil pipe? What sort of leader are you? Now waiting people where they control land. Say making talk. Now they talk. Malamioya, rush to the Federal High Court, Abuja, and amend your charges. Add that Nnamdi Kanu blows up pipeline Ndoshi Futa Jalon. They have started again trying to defend his colossal failures and unprecedented corruption. IPOB blowing up pipelines. Where? How? This one will not fly. Can you imagine? The southern politicians will swallow these white and black lies and blackmail against their sons just to get political favors from their slave masters. It's unfortunate. Labour Party is not even helping the matter for this Obi movement to materialize. The Nigerian youth have shown enough love and acceptance to the party and the candidates, and the youth have taken it as a responsibility to mobilize young Nigerians to get their PVC. It is now the duty of the party to begin to go to the rural area. That poverty and illiteracy is the order of the day, to sensitize them on the need to vote for their candidates and to make them know that party logo, to know the party logo, because it's the party logo that will be on ballot box, not Peter Obi's picture. APC has broom, PDP has umbrella, only the educated ones that know Labour Party logo very well. The people at rural area are very many and will be the one to decide the next leader, because typically they are the one that cast votes most. I know you understand what I'm saying. Of course, we get what you are saying. Yeah. It is true. It is true. There's no blame game to hold anymore. Colossal failure of highest order. Even all these northerners and the southwest, all of them, they are not even saying anything. Everybody just, they're not saying a lie, they lie. They're not saying a lie, but why can't you say the truth? Because I'm not seeing any correlation between IPOB and this allegation that this man is levying against them again. Now, I think people